What's up, guys? Good morning. Happy Friday. All right, so we've got a few movers. There's NYSC gapping up from 181. It's at 192 now. Going to watch it over this pre-market high at 193. You can see CHK is starting to run up again after yesterday's move. Ran up a decent amount yesterday in pre-market as well. It's up to 340. Going to watch it over 350. AKER gapping up a very tiny amount. We'll see if it continues to move up. Possibly breaks this 60-cent area sometime today. HPE, a little bit more expensive of a stock, but it's gapping up a pretty big amount. Gonna see if it holds over 18. Can break over 1850. I'll go ahead and add my watch list to the chat. Alright, so there's my watch list. I'm still looking to see if I can find anything else. Good morning, Marquise, Pops, Amago, Kid, Burham, Bamboo, Matt. What's up, guys? KZIA. Yeah, I do kind of like KZIA. Watching MYSZ, you can see MOMO is a pretty big mover. RCON is actually gapping. It's still gapping up some. RCON, gonna keep an eye on that one. NURO, gonna watch this one as well. A few small gappers. We'll see if they can continue here. You think CHK will continue, Marquise? Good morning, Melody. Ooh, I'm tired this morning, guys. My wife had a doctor's appointment downtown, and so I had to bring the kids to school this morning. And so I woke up early trying to get back home so I could stream. And my daughter ended up having a really bad cough, so she stayed home. But I've been up since 6 a.m. A little tired this morning. Hopefully it doesn't affect my trading. WFT. Yeah, we'll see if it can move a little bit more. Alright, so let's see if any of these are actually tradable on TradeNet. HPE is nice. I don't think AKER is. MYSZ is. CHK is. MOMO is. AMD is. RCON is. NURO is not. Alright, so everything's tradable on TradeNet except for AKER and NURO. Everything else is. RCON is. MYSZ, CHK. So I got a few different options to work with this morning on TradeNet. Good morning, George. What's up, man? OILU. Yeah, we'll see if it can hold over 42. It's sitting right there right now. The SPY's gapping up nicely. And with that, the TVIX has dropped some. Appreciate it, Melody. Yeah, she's okay. She's just got a cough. We're probably going to have to bring another doctor today to make sure it's not bronchitis or pneumonia or anything, but it's just a cough. Hopefully she'll get better. Alright, so yeah, I'm watching RCON. I kind of like this one. It had a nice, this is kind of one of my swing trading setups. It has a big volume spike right before the close. It's not gapping up much, but we'll see if it can run at the open. Just because this is one of those setups that I look for. DNR. Yeah, I do like DNR now. Let's look at the 1 minute. Yeah, I do like DNR. OREX is gapping up a small amount. That one's not bad as well. HMNY. Yeah, I'd like to see this one push up and move a little bit more. Maybe break this area today at 504 and $5. Nice, EJ. Good job, man. Yeah, I knew there was a way. You got to have real time, but that's one of the great things about Thinkorswim is real time alerts for free, you know. And you can see MYSC is starting to creep up. It's at 196 now. Alright, so I'm also watching NURO here. It's at 159. Let's see if we can hold over this 150, get a little bit more volume. It moved some yesterday, kind of slowly grinded up. It's definitely moving more than it usually does in after hours and pre-market, so we'll see if it can move some. Good morning, Atheon. What's up, man? See if AKER can get some volume in there as well. Alright, so gonna keep an eye on the SPY. As always, see if it has any room to run. See what the SPY did during hours. So the SPY's been doing this almost every single day. It's been doing the exact same thing. It's actually been really predictable. So let's see. You can look on Friday on the SPY. So the SPY pushed up a big amount and then washed out, almost broke the low of the day right before the end of the close. And then Monday, it said it did the exact same thing. Pushed all the way up here, washed out, almost broke the low of the day right before the end of the close. Tuesday, same thing, pushed up nicely, and then it actually did break the low of the day and continued. Wednesday, same thing, pushed up nicely, broke the low of the day right before the close. Yesterday, pushed up, broke the low of the day right before the close. And we'll see what it does today. But the SPY's been pushing up almost every single day in the morning, so gotta watch it for sure. Matt, I don't really want to tell you what to do. You know, you got to make your own assessment of it. I don't. It's a liability issue if I try to tell you when and where to exit. You know what I mean? And so, I'd be careful. I mean, it's extended a little bit. It's up from 270 for a high float stock. It's up from 270 all the way to 344 in 2 days. But it looks strong in pre-market, so there's never really any telling. You just kind of got to react to what you see at the open. Good morning, Robert. Good morning, Maxwell. What's up, man? And I kind of like what MYSC is doing here. We'll see if it can break 2 at the open. Atheon. I mean, I kind of like the option of 500 into TradeNet and 500 into Ustock. You could definitely trade Ustock with 500, just because commissions are only $1, and so if you can effectively trade with $500 on Ustock as well as get the $500 TradeNet account, and that way you can short if you want to on TradeNet and then go long and trade some of those cheap stocks that aren't available on TradeNet with Ustock. That's kind of the option I would take. But it's all up to you, man. If you do decide to go through TradeNet, I have an affiliate link. I do get a kickback from it, but I mean, if you're going to sign up anyway, you might as well use my link. It's not going to cost you anything extra. So let me know, and I'll send you that link. All right. Yeah, no worries. What's up, Salty? What's up, Power Zone? What do you mean by beginner software? I'm holding under $10 and some of this stuff just learning. So when I ask, I'm usually referring to what the graph might do. I'm not asking to make. Okay, not to make money. All right, yeah. So I mean, here's the thing. I always wait for entries. I like to kind of react to what I see at the open. Um, I think it's kind of a bad habit to not a bad habit, but I think it's a lot less reliable to try to predict what it's going to do beforehand. I mean, every trader has their own kind of style and personality with trading. Some like to kind of make their trade plan beforehand, and then if it does that, that's when they jump in and follow through with their plan. I like to just kind of react to what I see happen in the market. You know what I mean? That's what I like doing that better. I think that's a little bit safer. You can't be rigid with trading. You have to be able to bend and change plans. You know. Sorry, guys. I just got a text message saying that there's a uh, boil water notice for my mud district here in Texas, and so that's a little scary. I gotta call my wife, make sure my son's daycare isn't giving them water there. So I'll be right back, guys. All right, so yeah, I'm back. But yeah, that's a little scary. They sent a boil water notice saying that if we use tap water, we should boil it for my mud district, which is my utility district, basically. MUD stands for a municipal utility district. So yeah, they sent a boil water notice saying if I use tap water, I should boil it because they're having a problem with the tap water, which is great. Luckily, at home, I use bottled water. I don't use tap water. but my son's daycare might not, and so we're gonna have to call them. That's a good goal for today, Matt. Good plan, you know. Yeah, I didn't get into any swing trades yesterday, but a good example, and I mean, this one didn't even follow through, but a good example of kind of what I look for with my swing trades is RCON. And this one didn't even move at all, but um, you know, you can see it had low volume throughout most of the day, and then around the end of the day, it had a nice volume spike, pushed up nicely, and now it's moving more than it usually does in after hours and pre-market. Now, this one didn't end up gapping up, but it would have been a break-even trade, so I wouldn't have lost money on it even if I got into it. But this is just kind of what I look for. I want to see a volume spike before the close, and I want to see it close around the high of the day. If those two criterias are set, that's usually a good indicator that I might buy it and hold overnight. Since today's Friday, I'll most definitely be looking for swing trades this afternoon. I might do a power hour stream. We'll see. But yeah, that's just kind of what I look for. Yeah, it's crazy, man. I mean, I don't drink tap water. I never really have. Not here in Texas. I just don't trust the tap water. Um, but I always drink bottled water. But, you know, our dishwasher runs off of tap water, you know, our shower, etc. And so that's a little scary. But as for drinking water, you know, I don't drink tap water. I usually just drink bottled water. My wife and I buy bottled water. With with two kids, it's just better to be safe. Marquise. So I set up a few trigger alerts. One of them is anytime a stock breaks the high of the day with significant volume. There's some good educational videos for trade ideas on YouTube. Another one is a small gap scanner, so it picks up very small gaps because one thing I've noticed is that the small gaps, the stocks that gap up a very small amount, are many times the ones that run the most because they're not as overextended. And so I have a small gap scanner as well, and a low of the day scanner. And aside from that, I just use the pre-made settings or the pre-made searches on trade ideas. For Thinkorswim, I usually just search for um, percentage increase of more than like 5 or 6%, over a million shares on the day traded. Um, you know, in between 50 cents or in between 20 cents and $10 is usually kind of what I search for. Not really, Nicholas. I'm around Houston. Yeah, I've been needing to do that power zone for sure. The problem with bottled water is just the plastic bottles they put them in, you know. All right, so CHK went up to 345. It's back down to 342. We'll see what happens here. Oh, for sure, man. Oh, you're in College Station, McTermite? Nice, man. Yeah, I'm in the northern Houston area. I'm not actually in Houston, but I'm north of Houston. Who knows, Nicholas? It could. I'm watching it to see if it does, but I can't really say if it will or won't, you know. So yeah, I'm gonna watch NYSZ here. Let's look at the dailies on some of this. I'm also gonna look to see what news releases. Yeah, I like trade ideas for the most part, Power Zone, but in all honesty, man, if I'm being completely honest, um, a lot of the stuff you can find online for free. Just this chat room for this stream will update you on what's moving. But like I said, trade ideas is decent. A little complicated to learn how to use, but once you get it, it makes sense and it's easy to use. Like it took me a little while to learn, but from then I can kind of use trade ideas now. But like I said, it's if you have the money, it's great, but it's not completely necessary in my opinion. I know a lot of other people push trade ideas, and many times they're affiliates with trade ideas, and so anytime a new person signs up, they make a commission. I don't have any affiliation with trade ideas, and so I can just kind of be honest about it. I think it's great. I think it's a cool tool. I don't know if it's necessarily, I don't think it's completely necessary, and I don't think it's something that new traders have to have because I think new traders need to save money wherever they can, and trade ideas is a little expensive, you know. Hold on, my wife's calling me, probably talking about the water boil. I'll be right back, guys. All right, so I'm back. So my wife says she did some research, and that they found like an E. coli sample in somebody's in the pipes or somebody's tap water or something like that. And so that's the water company was supposed to notify us about this, and they didn't. So yeah, if something happens to my kids, they'll be getting a lawsuit, but I'm sure everything will be fine. I'm being a little dramatic. But yeah, so CHK is up here. It's at 339. The reason CHK is up, it says the stock rallied more than 25% on Thursday after it reported quarterly earnings that handily beat Wall Street expectations and called for more production this year. And so good earnings on CHK. That's why it's pushing up some. Good news story. It's a good catalyst right there. So we'll see if it gets some more volume, starts to push up some more at the open. Aside from that, I don't see that many catalysts for some of these stocks that are moving. HPE, gonna keep an eye on this one. All right, so Hewlett Packard price target was raised to let's see, a $17 a share target from 15 by Maxim Group. Yeah, appreciate it, Matt. I've been trading for about 2.5 years. Nicholas, what's up, Bamboo from San Antonio? Nice, man. Fellow Texan here. I'm actually not from Texas. I live in Texas, but I love Texas. Don't get me wrong. I never heard of Equity Feed, Power Zone. I tried to look up a news release for MYSZ. I think MYSZ is a blockchain related stock. Couldn't find any catalyst. BKD. Yeah, it was down a decent amount. I kind of like that trade idea, D. Evan. It's down a small amount and after hours of pre-market, but that doesn't mean too much. So we'll see what happens here. But yeah, CHK with that good news story, that good release, is definitely one of the biggest ones on my watch. Really good earnings, beat expectations from many, and so we'll watch that one. Yeah, let me know how that is, Power Zone. I might give it a shot too and kind of review it. You bought some more Bitcoin, Matt. See, I'm completely lost with Bitcoin. I just don't know anything about it, to be honest. I mean, I know about it. Like, I've studied it a little bit, but I don't know much about trading Bitcoin. You know what I mean? It's definitely a little bit too volatile for me to want to jump into. Yeah, I feel the same way. Booty Sauce. Nice name, by the way. XRCA. Try XCRA maybe. Yeah, XCRA. Nice, Matt. Yeah, that's possible. Oh, and NYSE may have a conference call later on. That makes sense. Yeah, I kind of like CLIR. I'm just now seeing this one as well. Gap down and then it rebounded. It is actually up a pretty significant amount. Huge range on CLIR. Range of 50 cents so far in pre-market. RAD. Yeah, RAD is just such a big floater. It has such a huge float in it that it makes me just trust it a little bit less. Not trust it a little bit less, but it's just, I doubt it's going to move much just because the float's so large on it. And I mean, it makes sense. It's such a big company. There's so many shares available with Rite Aid. Um, that I hope it moves, but we'll see. SGMO kind of looks interesting here. yeah, my main watch is CHK. CATB. Gonna watch AMD as well. Alright guys, I'll be right back. The market's opening up in less than 7 minutes, and so I'm gonna go to the bathroom, get ready for the open, so I'll be right back in a minute or two. Alright, I'm back. Alright, so CHK is kind of sitting firmly at 340. We'll see what happens with it, see if we can get some more momentum going on. MYSZ is slowly pushing up, it's at 199 now. See you, Melody. See you on Monday, have a good weekend. What's up, KS? Where you been at? Alright, so main watches today are CHK, MYSZ, HPE for Hewlett Packard, RCON, NURO, AMD. Hopefully the volume will be decent today. Good morning, James. What's up, man? All right, so we'll see if NYSZ can get over 2 today, or right around the open. It's testing it now in pre-market. I prefer it doesn't break that $2 area right now, so we can kind of get that entry at the open for $2 break. All right, so got a minute and a half. CHK is just kind of sitting firm right here at 340, not moving too much. And CHK is a higher float stock. It's got a larger outstanding float, and so it's going to take a little bit more to make it move. You can see the level 2 is a little bit more stacked than some of these other ones. APRI. Yeah, we'll see if it holds over $1 on APRI. Gonna keep an eye on NURO for sure as well. CLIR. Yeah, I'm watching CLIR as well. Somebody mentioned that one earlier. We'll see if it pushes up some. All right, guys. 15 seconds. Good luck, everyone. Hopefully we can all make some money today. Market's opening in 5 seconds. All right, so there's the open. All right, there goes NYSZ. Breaking over 2. Up to 207. CHK dropping big here. You can see AMD. SPY's washing some. All right, so CHK looks like a good entry here for a washout long setup. If we can get over 340. Some choppiness action in the market. Alright, so I'm going long on the SPY here. It's been pushing up every day at the open, and so we'll see if it continues here. Big pullback, don't really like that. We'll see what happens. CHK did break over that 340 level. Dropped all the way back down on CHK. NYSZ breaking the high of the day here. It's at 210. SPY dropping some. Don't really like that. Gonna jump out of it. Yeah, I'm out. $3 loss. Small loss. No worries. Alright, so NYSZ is pushing up here. AKER is pushing down in a pretty big way. It's washing out a pretty significant amount. Looks like my exit on the SPY was a good exit, as it washed down pretty big here. My wife's calling me again. Alright, so off the phone with my wife again. ABR starting to run some. LINU trying here. CLIR trying to push some. We got Momo running some here. AMD had a little push this morning. CHK. Gonna watch CHK for a potential short now. And the SPY breaking the low. Missed the short on the SPY, but no worries. Watching CHK here. SPY broke the low of the day and then it bounced all the way back. It's testing that area now again. AMD still pushing here, trying to break the high of the day at 1209. SQNS, keep an eye on it. Definitely some choppiness in the SPY. MOMO pushing up big here. Gonna watch for a MOMO trade after this pullback. Maybe jump in with like a small share size of 15 shares, something small like that. Definitely some choppiness on the SPY though. Watching CHK here, it's testing the low of the day. SPY's all the way back up to the high. Crazy. CLNS trying here. AXTI getting a volume spike. TST, look at TST. Cheap stock. Went all the way up to 170. Came back down. You can see AKER is starting to try to rebound here. You see TST breaking the high of the day now. Watching TST for sure. SPY's being really choppy. Looks tough to trade. You can see RCON. Breaking the high of the day on RCON. Yeah, this is one of my favorite swing trading setups. A little worried it's going to get rejected at that 150 level, so I'm going to watch it from now on. AKER. Trying to have a washout long setup here. RCON at 150. Big drop on Momo. RCON getting over that $0.50. Up to 153. Yeah, you can see why this is one of my favorite swing setups. As long as you wait. Nice volume spike. Got a lot of people watching it now. We'll see if it continues. AKER finally testing that high now. Yeah, hang in there, insurance. But yeah, I'm watching AKER here. Washout long setup maybe. SPY's too choppy for me to trade right now. Oh yeah, nice trade. You made 200. Good job, insurance. Alright, so AKER still struggling to get over that high of the day. MOMO had a big pullback. It's trying to rebound here some. CHK found a decent amount of support at 330. We're having a bounce in Momo here. AGEN breaking over 5. At 501, getting a nice volume spike on AGEN. SPY pulling back down. HPE trying here, Hewitt Packard. I mean, Mitch, if you're holding MYSC from 149, that's a good trade. If I were you, and I don't want to tell you what to do, don't just listen to me. But if I were you, I'd get out of there, man. That's a 50-cent gain already, or a 57-cent gain. And so you may want to just take those profits. If it was me, I would have taken those profits. But like I said, don't just listen to me. You got to make your own assessment for liability reasons. But nice trade, man. Nice trade. AKER still testing that 55-cent level. Yeah, the SPY and the TVIX are really choppy today. Hey, smart plan, Mitch. Good trade, man. Hey, a 50-cent gain is a nice gain, dude. Really big percentage gain. I mean, you got 25% on that stock, from 150 to $2. So 25%. Really nice trade, man. Good job, Mitch. I just think MYSC is up so much already. I actually may short it if it breaks under this low right here at 191. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, MYSZ is actually one of these stocks that I don't think is too predictable, at least for day trading. Overnight holds may be better, but MYSZ is one of those stocks that I've just mentally labeled unreliable. At least for me, I've just never had good success trading it. So if you got a 50-cent gain out of it, man, that's an awesome gain, dude. Good job. All right, so MOMO is still slowly pushing back up here. It's at 34.16, 34.20. But yeah, look how choppy the SPY is. RDFN starting to get some momentum here, pushing up to test 21. WIN. WIN slowly grinding up here. It's up 10 cents on the day from where its lows were. Volume's looking good. TWI is pushing up. Big pullback on AKER. AMD breaking the high of the day there. Watching for potential shorts on CHK and MYSZ. If MYSZ gets under 190, may short it. Same thing with CHK. If it breaks that resistance at 330, may jump in short on that one as well. LINU has kind of been slowly grinding up all day. It's at 185 now on LINU. You can see it's slow grinding up to 186. Getting a volume spike here. On LINU, volume came in. Up to 187. Momo's testing the high of the day here. Almost bought the dip on this one. Just stopped myself. Would have been a nice trade, but oh well. Gonna watch it now, a little bit too late. AMPE getting some volume here. AMPE. CHK sitting right around 31. You can see BLCM here breaking the high of the day, starting a push. Yeah, when the SPY forms a little channel like this, you know, I think there's profit to be made. We'll see if it continues to follow it. Eventually it's got to break though. CHK breaking that low, and look at LINU. Almost jumped in this one, man. Stop myself. Would have been a nice trade too. Look at LINU though, all the way up to 194. Big move on it. Yeah, the reason I didn't jump in CHK is just the range is too small here. Those moves are just too small. You know, I don't want to. Commissions will cover too much for me to jump in with 100 shares, and I could use higher, but I'm just going to watch it. TLRA trying to get over 4. EMMS. Yeah, it had a big push, just no volume. But yeah, you can see MYSC tried to get over the high of the day a few times, got rejected, came back down under 2, pushed right back over 2. Just unpredictable. TLRA. CHK continues to drop here. May have been a good short. Down to 325 on CHK. You see LINU's broke the high of the day again up to 195 on LINU. Too worried it's going to get rejected at $2. Up to 196 on LINU. RCON is starting to test that 150 level. It's at 149. Look at WATT here, guys. WATT. This one's been pushing up nicely. Look at this flag here. Running up nicely. Yeah, LINU couldn't do it, which is what I was worried about. But WATT, the volume looks really good on that one. CHK's bouncing a little bit, which is to be expected. And yeah, that's why I said it just didn't have enough gain for me. I would have had to take 300 shares, just too much risk for not enough reward on CHK. WATT still pushing here up to 2140 at the high of the day. See if we can get over 2150 now. I kind of like NYSZ for a little bit longer term short. All right, WATT broke 2150. It's up to 2160 now. $21.64, big move on WATT, still pushing up nicely here with decent volume. OREX. Yeah, it's bouncing back up. WATT has the most momentum here, I think, out of everything else I'm watching. Definitely need to pull back here, though. See ya, Insurance. Thanks for watching, man. Have a good weekend, dude. Yeah, NYSD's pushing up here. It's at 207. It's kind of had a little bit of a channel forming in between 215 and 195 or 190. We'll see if it continues to follow that channel. RCON breaking out. Trying to. See if it can hold over that 150 level. Now, the pre-market high with LINU is right here at 190. We'll see if it follows that. I've only tried to get into one trade, hindsight, and I think it worked out fine on that one. But I haven't gotten in enough trades to really know. What's up, Gennardo? No worries, man. Good morning. FRO starting to push up. Got a volume spike. FRO. But yeah, look how choppy the SPY is today. Very choppy. I mean, it looks there to be a little profit area here if it keeps acting like this. But knowing my luck, it would break the pattern right after I get in it. But really choppy back and forth between the high and the low. CHK testing the low of the day again. MYOS. Yeah, MYOS breaking the high right here. No volume whatsoever though, very low volume. SPI trying. FORD testing that 172 high of yesterday. MOSY breaking over the high of the day with some volume. Trying to at least. Nice job, the kid. Have a good weekend, man. See you on Monday, hopefully. Alright, so I may jump in MOSY here with the small share size on Robinhood. See how it acts. Look at LINU though. Still pushing up, testing 2. Right at $2 now on LINU. Really nice volume. Oh yeah, it's pretty slow today, Matt. You can see how choppy the SPY is. And like a pretty rough chop right here. Look how choppy the SPY is today. So, a little slow. I mean, it's been slow for the last few weeks. The LINU looks decent though. Starting to push up to 202, 204. Let's see if we can break out of the chop, but it's a little slow for sure. Market's just slow and choppy. I mean, still, because of this chop, I mean, there's a lot of entrances to make money here. You can get at the top right here, write it down, sell, buy at the top again, sell, or you could buy at the bottom. You know, go long, buy at the bottom, sell at the top, buy at the bottom, sell at the top. Buy at the top, short to the bottom, you know, so there's ways to make money when the market's choppy like this on the SPY, but still doesn't take away the fact that it's a pretty slow, choppy day in the market. MCEP trying to get up here, trying to push some volume in. LINU broke over 2. We'll see if it can hold now. And MOSY had some volume come in for this high of the day break. Still looking okay. We'll see if the volume continues, if it continues to push up. But yeah, I'm taking it really slow. Just really slow day in the market. Just really choppy. Not much to talk about. Alright, so I'm jumping in MOSY here. I'll let it work for me for the rest of the day. Try to give it a little bit of time. Decent breakout on MOSY. Watching for a low of the day break on the SPY, see if this choppiness can end. And LINU still pushing up pretty strong here. And CHK continues to drop. Would have been a nice longer term short on CHK. I know I said I was thinking about it. It just has too small of a range for me to really want to, but it continues to fall on CHK, so we'll see what happens there. That's what I like to do, Matt. I like to wait for the end of the day before I jump into swing trades. It's giving me better success taking that route instead of jumping in early and trying to hold throughout the day and hold through the volatility of the market hours. So I like to just jump in right before the close for all of my swing trades, really. Anthony, so I try to keep all my accounts separate, and so I have like a trading account. I actually, to buy my next TradeNet account, I ended up taking my money out of Ustock Trade, but I deposited more in it this morning actually, and so I should have my Ustock Trade account set up for Monday, and I'll be back trading on Ustock Trade then. I just didn't want to pay with my for my TradeNet account with my regular bank account. I have a separate one that's not connected from it for tax purposes, and so I should be back on Ustock Trade Monday. Yeah, I was thinking the same thing, Pollock, especially with this choppiness action it showed. Although this choppiness has got to break eventually, and I don't want to get in on the break if it starts to tank really hard. You can see LINU is testing the high of the day again. It needed that pullback right there at $2. Yeah, so that's what you got to be careful with, Matt. Um, their 5-day challenge is see, there's the low of the day break on the SPY. That's what I was worried about. We'll see what happens here. But yeah, I feel like they push that day challenge to try to make you use bigger sizing than you're used to. You know, And so I think the best route to go with TradeNet is just to take tiny sizing, since you can with the cheap commissions they have. But yeah, I like TradeNet for sure. It's probably one of my favorite brokers. You know, it has its flaws. Like a lot of these penny stocks aren't tradable, but for the most part, I enjoy TradeNet. I think it's a decent broker for new traders to learn on, you know. But yeah, that's why I was worried about buying the SPY there. That channel has got to break eventually, and just a little bit late for it. We'll see how the SPY reacts to this low of the day break. See if it starts to push up again. CLIR. So you know, there's some cheap stocks that are available, like CHK. You know, like today's a good example. A lot of these penny stocks are available to trade. LINU is tradable. MYSZ, DPW, CHK, all tradable on TradeNet. RCON, tradable. I don't think Mosey's tradable, but DPW, like there's a lot of penny stocks that are actually tradable on there. You know, a lot of them aren't, especially stocks under $1. A lot of stocks under $1 are not tradable on TradeNet. But a lot of these cheap stocks that are under $5 are, you know, like I said, CHK, LINU, MYSZ today. Those are all tradable on TradeNet. And you can check by going to the trade manager and just typing in the symbol. On the low float scanner, MYOS, kind of moving. CLIR, kind of moving. SQBG, kind of moving, but not really. Like, not much is moving today. Very slow, choppy day in the market. And with all that, I'm going to go ahead and close the stream down now, guys. There's just not much to get into. Really choppy action on the SPY today, and so with that, a lot of choppy action in the market altogether. If you haven't already, make sure you click that subscribe button, and everybody do me a favor, let's overpower the hater that's been disliking my videos, and click the like button right now. We appreciate the support, guys, so if you click the like button, we definitely appreciate it. And yeah, guys, good luck for the rest of the day. If you follow me on Twitter, I'll post what I'm getting into this weekend. You can follow me on Twitter at Beginner Trades. If you want to see what I'm getting into this weekend, as well as get an updated watch list every morning. But yeah, not too much moving, guys. Market's a little slow and choppy. Not going to force anything. I think that's where a lot of traders make mistakes, is that they start forcing trades when the market's like this. And so, yeah, good luck, guys. Make sure to hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. Click the like button right now to support this video. And yeah, guys, have a good weekend. I may do a power hour stream today to go look for swing trades, because Fridays are usually my favorite day for overnight holds, or at least holding over the weekend. And so be on the lookout for that. Click the bell next to the subscribe button if you want the alert if I do decide to go live. Not 100% sure yet. I will, if you follow me on Twitter, I'll update you and let you know if I'm going to do the power hour stream today. But yeah, guys, good luck for the rest of the day. Have a good weekend. I should have a few videos that I put out this weekend, so be on the lookout for those. And yeah, guys, have a good weekend. Thanks for watching.